They found a mass and they said it's probably nothing. But again, it was a palpable exam. I had gone 6 months prior and he, said there's something there on the visit. It was a year to the date of my annual.
Wow.
And, it hadn't been there. It was there. They did a vaginal ultrasound and then I was in surgery. He goes, but again, the CA-125 is a test. People can ask, they're showing now that in a series, that it can be more
more
diagnostic, but alone it can be false high, false low. I get it because it's a good barometer
so if you
now.
get it every year, you sort of see,
right.
You have a baseline.
So now I have a baseline and they know.
Well, we get it because we're survivors. And so whenever we go to our doctors, they will do the CA-125 test, and what they are looking for a trend to see if it stays low, then that usually means there's no recurrence of the disease. If it starts to modulate, usually go up, then they can indicate that there will be or is a recurrence is occurring in your body at that time.
And the personal safety experts always tell people, especially women, if you feel something's wrong, you're in a situation it just doesn't seem right, there's a stranger nearby,
right.
You have a funny feeling, go with your intuition.
Yes,
Don't worry about being embarrassed because you're wrong.
Right.
Go with your intuition and get to a place where you feel safer.
Yeah.
And this is sort of similar. I mean,
Yes,
if
very
your
much
intuition tells you something is wrong, then go with that and make sure you seek medical
And don't put it
care.
off. Don't say, okay, well, I have so much, September is the busiest month for mothers. It's like we have kids and we have activities and all that. But if you sense something's wrong, don't put it off and say, oh, I'll do it, in November or whatever, because months can make a difference, as far as if it's contained, if it's not. And we've heard too many horror stories where it's no longer contained.
And again, in your literature, I'm not sure if we brought this up yet or not tonight, but it's the 5th leading cause of
Death.
death in women, 5th leading cancer cause of death in women.
Yes, and it's the deadliest of all the gynecologic cancers, so it's really important. And speaking, when Joe was speaking before about having her internal exam, I'm almost the antithesis of that, because I did have one of my internal exams, my yearly exam. Doctor thought everything was fine. My gynecologist never mentioned anything to me. And within about 4 weeks after that, I started to feel this unusual symptom. And thinking that I had already gone to the gynecologist, I thought everything was okay. And so I myself am very proactive with a lot of things, and I am very thankful that I was able to go to other doctors and then therefore get some tests and find out what my situation was.
So Lynn, as president of Northern New Jersey chapter of the National Ovarian Cancer Coalition, what do you do?
Oh my goodness. We are involved in a lot of different kinds of activities. For this month, we are involved in the Turn the Town Steel campaign. So we have a lot of our volunteers going out and putting up the ribbons and putting out symptom cards too, so that women will be able to learn about some of the signs and symptoms of ovarian cancer. We also we are having a walk that's coming up in October. We have the ability to do a PowerPoint presentation on ovarian cancer signs and symptoms in layman's terms. I'm not a medical professional, so what we do is we're able to come out to businesses, churches, schools, corporations, where we do a lot of PowerPoint presentations just to make women aware of what the signs and symptoms are of ovarian cancer. We go to health fairs. We love doing health fairs, so that we really get a chance and an opportunity to speak with women, especially sometimes they will come up and talk about some of the symptoms they themselves have, or they know of someone who has had some of the symptoms, which may or may not turn out to be ovarian cancer. So it really is a nice way in which we can meet with the community, make some really personal connections, and then get that information out about ovarian cancer.
Very good. Well, I want to thank both of you for coming on to TV 36 and sharing your personal stories, as well as doing a very good job of educating the TV 36 viewers about ovarian cancer. A very serious disease, but I think you've given us some very good information. Hopefully women will go out and get those yearly physicals.
Schedule your exam now if you haven't.
Yeah, and if you see the teal ribbons around the trees, that should remind you as well.
Absolutely.
So it's a very nice program. And if you'd like more information, you can go to the website. And Lynn, that website again is?
It's www.ovarian.org. for the National Ovarian Cancer Coalition.
And you
Right.
can also go to www.turnthetownsteal.org.
Thanks again.